the National Football League.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us in the magnificent city of Atlanta. Used to be the terminus of the Western and Atlantic Railroad here. That's why they still sound the train horn inside Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Tonight, a good one in the NFC. It's the Arizona Cardinals and the Atlanta Falcons.
Here are your Atlanta Falcons.
Mike Tirico with my partner Greg Olson, the veteran Nick Folk to get this one started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And he'll get this to the 24-yard line, and that's where the opening drive of the game will begin. It is season 11 for the man bringing out the Cardinals offense, Jacoby Brissett. Originally drafted by the Patriots in 2016. Cardinals now his sixth NFL team.
Whenever he comes in the game, you know exactly what you're going to get. He may not be one of the ultra-talented superstars or anything like that at the quarterback position, but he's a reliable presence in the huddle. He brings a lot of stability to this role, and he is capable of doing his job well and more than giving your team a fighting chance.
Only a gain of one on the game's opening play.
Christian Harris on the tackle. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 25-yard line.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 9. That's Harrison in motion. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Pass complete there to Harrison. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
On 3rd down, they'll throw with Brissett. He'll try to run for it, and he won't quite get there. Close, but comes up about a yard short after that scramble.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
A fair catch signaled and taken at about the 18-yard line. 3rd season now for Michael Penix Jr., the quarterback leading the Falcons out. And much like his college career, injury problems throughout, including a torn ACL week 11 last year.
Now, this is the type of quarterbacks that just give defensive coordinators nightmares. They stay up all night thinking, okay, what is the best way to defend him? Do we treat him as a runner? Do we treat him as a passer? And I think that's really where the most stress comes in, Mike, is you want to make sure you don't let him kill you with his legs downfield as a runner, but it's also his ability to extend plays as a passer that really creates a lot of stress on your back-end coverage, and that's where those big plays can come. So it's a big challenge. They know it. We'll find out early on what the plan is.
Quick completion to start things out. And their first drive begins with a 1st down. They'll run it for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. It's a gain of 16, and it's 2 nice plays to begin this drive.
Well, no surprise that Bijan picks up that 1st down, and the Falcons offense continues to run through him, and for good reason. I mean, he might be one of the best all-around players in the league, led the NFL in yards from scrimmage a season ago, and wouldn't be surprised to see him near the top again this year.
On 1st down, right back to Robinson. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. back-to-back, some nice runs. This one good for 11 and another first down.
First down.
And Mike, you know the best time to pick up first downs is on first downs. Don't wait for third down. We see it here. 3 plays in a row, 3 first downs on chunk plays, and this offense is rolling.
The man in motion is Zacchaeus. And he'll somehow manage to get rid of it. He took a shot, too. The pass falls incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
On second down, Penix. He'll take a shot here. Back to the end zone. That is going to be home in. He's got it. Johnson. Touchdown, Atlanta.
And this special connection between this quarterback and his receivers, it was on full display right there. Great job getting behind the defense. And then what can you say about that ball? I mean, you can't put that ball in a better spot. And with timing and accuracy like that, leads to 6.
The veteran Nick Folk here for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Falcons will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Cardinals offense ready to see the football for the second time. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Love. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss.
Mike, typically speaking, the job of the defensive end on outside run plays is to set the edge of the defense, make everything try to cut back in. But in this case, he does a great job of actually stringing this play out sideways. He's able to bring the ball carrier down for a loss.
Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play.
Nice job there, getting the ball to your slot receiver and then letting him get to work. It's a nice feeling as a quarterback when you can just have a short throw still result in a big game.
Third down, they need 5. Operating from the gun is Brissett. Oh, fine work there defensively. Got that hand in there. That pass is incomplete. Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
Well, I think it would be a bit of an understatement, Mike, to say that this offense has come out today a bit flat. They haven't picked up a single first down through the first 2 drives, and barring a really aggressive decision here, they'll have to wait to their 3rd series to see if they can make it happen.
Falcons offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They lead it here early 7-0 as they start with a 1st and 10. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And a strong first down run. A pickup of 9. Setting up second and short.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 30-yard line.
They'll go again with Robinson. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up third down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Throwing is Penix. Pressure all around him, and down he goes.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
On fourth down, Falcons going to send out Jake Bailey to punt it away. The Cardinals offense getting their final instruction as they're heading back onto the field. They've had it twice and they've punted twice, still seeking that first down of the game as they begin this third drive. On the ground, here is Love to begin this drive. And he'll get about 5.
The ball carrier, Avion Terrell on the tackle. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Love. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. It's a pickup of 13 yards. It's an Arizona first down.
First down.
Yeah, and a nice run there. And, you know, during the offseason, I think a lot of experts, Mike, they said Jeremiah Love, he might be the best overall player in the draft. And, you know, pretty clear that the Cardinals thought he was, taking him 3rd overall, making him the highest drafted running back since Saquon Barkley.
That ball broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down. Couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league. And when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
On the handoff, this is Love. His defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Well, it's been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
3rd and long. Working out of the gun, here's Brissett. He's going to go up top here for McBride. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 28 as they convert on 3rd down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
Second quarter starts. Cardinals in possession of the football as they've got it with 1st and 10. pistol look, and here's Love. And he ran right through one tackle, fighting forward. Good gain on the ground of about 7.
Down at the 18-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They put Wilson in motion. Once again, it's Love. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
Made at the 16-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Here's 3rd and 2. Brissett gonna throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds after a pickup of about 4, but that is nothing. Let's keep the drive alive. First down.
Arizona.
Now they're entering the area of the field, especially with the amount of yards they've gained on this possession, Mike, where it feels like a touchdown is critical. For the defense, settling for a field goal here, especially with the ball where it is, feels like a win.
Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the first down.
What a great run down here inside the red zone, Mike. It's so important that you still can run the ball. Great job here by the back. I thought for a minute he was going to score. He gets it all the way down inside the 1, and I wouldn't be surprised if they let him finish this drive off.
Higgins sent in motion. Algier. And looked like he might have had a lane, but the defense closed quickly. He did not get in.
No gain.
2nd down.
Leads to 2nd.
This defense is able to get the hold here on first down, Mike, but they might have to do it 3 more times. I think if I'm this offense, I'm saying this is 4 down territory. I've got 3 more shots to gain 1 yard. Here you go.
They'll run with Love. Oh, and the rookie puts it on the deck. It's a fumble. And they will take it over deep in their own territory. Boy, that one hurts, Greg. They had a really nice drive going and moved it halfway down the field, but then fumbled down here in the red zone, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
Anytime you put together a drive of this length, Mike, you just want to come away with points. Of course, a touchdown is the main goal, but in this case, to turn the ball over this deep in the red zone is just a brutal turn of events for this offense.
And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay, so this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose, and are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field?
After review the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. 3rd and goal. To throw is Brissett. He'll try and set up the screen to Love. And he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's 4th and goal.
Well, when you call a screen play, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
So, on 4th down, out comes Chad Ryland for the Arizona field goal.
A 24-yard attempt.
About as short as you can get. Ryland's kick is good. And the Cardinals are on the board. It's 7-3.
So after a drive of that length, I guess you feel like you want to come away with something, but you know, anytime you settle for a field goal, it always feels to me like for the defense, it's a win. So you put a drive like that together, it feels like you got to punch it in for 6 and don't really give themselves the opportunity.
So Ryland now, following the made field goal, Back out to kick this one away. On the return is Goodson. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Falcons offense ready to take over once more. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Look wide, get this one complete, and they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a first down.
And the Falcons kept the former Georgia Bulldog in state. They select Branch in the 3rd round. He might be small, but man, he is explosive, Mike, with the ball in his hand. So the key with these guys, get him in space, get him favorable mismatches, and get them the ball quickly, because more often than not, the fun's going to come after the catch.
And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a first down. From the gun, here is Penix. That's deep for the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense.
Grossly
Not
on the
only did they do a good job
throw,
making it difficult for them to complete the pass,
wide open.
but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
Wide open.
See what they have for 2nd and 10. Penix going to throw again. Short throw taken by Pitts. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Let's see what they do on 3rd and 4. Again, it's Penix. Left side in the hands of London. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
So as a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch. And that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game. Don't stress the protection. And while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
Pitts is the man in motion. On the handoff, it's Robinson. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
Wilson on the tackle.
So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good 2nd down situation. But now they find themselves in 2nd and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a first down.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time, they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
On 1st and 10, it's Penix. Looking for his tight end there, but led him too far. That's an incompletion. Second and 10. Looking to throw, it's Penix. Forced out left. He'll step up and run this. He's twisted down, and a late flag comes in. We're going to get a face mask added on here.
Defense. Automatic first down.
So the penalty sets up this offense for 1st and goal. London brought in motion. Robinson. And he's going to be stopped in the backfield. Taken down back at the 3.
It's
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal?
Now, here's 2nd and goal. They'll throw. It's Penix. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
The play lost a yard.
Now timeout charge to Arizona. That is their 2nd. We'll talk things over before 3rd down. They send a receiver in motion left. Now there's a throw out wide. Hey, this might be a double pass.
Intended for Olamide Zacchaeus. Incomplete. Brings up 4th and goal.
This has been quite the drive. 3 points would kind of feel like a letdown. So they're going to go for it here on 4th and goal. To the goal line and in. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown Falcons.
You know, I think we're going to see a lot of this. And you know why? It's the new kickoff rule. So think about it. In the old days, you'd kick a field goal, you'd kick a touchback, and your opponent would have the ball on the 20. You didn't give up as much field position, but you only got 3 points. Nowadays, you go for 3 points and you kick a touchback. They get the ball on the 35. It's almost 30 yards of field position. You're just better off going for touchdowns when you get in here tight.
Folk now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Falcons extend their advantage to 14-3.
14. Cardinals 3.
Appreciate everybody tuning into the chat, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. What's good with everybody?
Both teams ready to go.
Football season is finally back.
Kicks away.
Finally back.
Safe kick taken at the 5. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Cards offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They trail now 14-3, so an 11-point deficit as they start things out with 1st and 10. McBride is the motion man. On 1st down, Brissett. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
And really what stands out to me the most in this first half, Mike, is just there's very little separation among these receivers downfield. The quarterback has to throw into a lot of tight windows, contested catches, and they continue to do a nice job separating the ball from the man.
That's Harrison in motion. On 2nd down, it's Brissett. He'll get that complete to Harrison. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
And it's 3rd down.
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. Here is Brissett. Open man, that's Duvernay.
Brissett's pass.
Third down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the first down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that first down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
Chad Ryland now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Cardinals are back within 4. It is 14-10.
14. Cardinals 10. Chad Ryland
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Falcons offense is going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Slot man gonna move in motion left. They'll throw on first down with Penix. This one not quite on target. Let him too much. That one falls incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Now Penix to throw on second down. That one taken in by London. And he's near the first down, stopped a little short of the 40. Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. They don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Slot man gonna move in motion left. Penix on 3rd down. They somehow managed to get rid of that one before the sack. Incomplete and sets up 4th down.
Got to give a lot of credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was plenty of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. I thought the protection was actually pretty solid. But at the end of it, there was just nowhere to go, and he had no choice but to just throw that ball away.
And the receiver with a fair catch, taken successfully, and that's where he'll turn it over to the offense. Cardinals offense going to get it one final time in this first half. They will start it on the ground to run that clock. Crazy. He's got room at the 30. Past midfield. Inside the 30. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 82 yards. Touchdown, Arizona.
That is just a complete disaster. I mean, we're in the final seconds of the first half, Mike, and you give up a huge explosive play that results in a touchdown. No matter what you've done all half, it completely changes the game.
Now Ryland for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Cardinals move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14.
Falcons 14.
So, final seconds of this first half. Looks like they'll take a lead into the locker room as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Now Penix. He's going to air this one out looking for Dotson. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. This has been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these two squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up and put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the third quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula as they come out for the second half. It's about to get underway.
Chad
3 points, all that separates
Arizona.
these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. On the return is Goodson. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Falcons offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. He's going to get nothing out of that one. Followed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
No gain on the play.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
London brought in motion. On 2nd down, here's Penix. To the left side for Branch. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the first down.
On 3rd down, Penix. Got a man. He's got Branch. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 39-yard line. A gain there of 11. 1st down, Atlanta.
First and 10.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on third down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
On the give, it's Robinson. And a nice run there on first down, getting 8. Setting up second and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2 at the 46-yard line.
Another run here for Robinson. They converge on him quickly. They'll only get a couple. Cody Simon in on the stop.
49-yard line. Brings up third down.
Now they've got third and inches. They'll try to run for it with Robinson. And he's not going to get the first down. They met him, brought him down in the backfield on third and short.
So it's a pretty manageable third down, so they really have the option to run or pass, so they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use fourth down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
They'll go. It's Robinson. Oh, he's going to be very close. It depends on the mark, but he is short. They've held him on fourth down. What a stand.
All right, Mike, so think back to earlier in this game. The coach decides to be aggressive. He's successful on fourth down. He decides to do it again. This time, the defense has other ideas and comes up with a huge fourth down stop.
The Cardinals offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And we'll give you a look at some of the highlights. He's had a number of them. Momentum building here on this drive. They go again, first and 10. Run out of the gun with Love. And this won't go for much, maybe a couple, but he does show you that make-you-miss ability that he has.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
From the 47 now, they'll work with a second and 7. The motion man here is Bourne. Operating from the gun is Brissett. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game, he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now third down comes up.
There is no worse feeling either coming back to the huddle or the sideline after a big drop, and that was a beautifully designed play, perfectly placed ball, and he just couldn't make the grab.
On third down, they'll throw with Brissett. He'll find Love out of the backfield. Searching for some kind of seed to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. Fourth down coming up.
Mike, I can tell you firsthand, when you take the field on your opponent's side of the 50, there's a lot of optimism and hope that this is going to be a touchdown scoring drive. So nice job here by the defense, holding strong and defending this short field.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. Here's Bijan Robinson and the Falcon offense set for their next drive. And really, he has not produced a whole lot of highlights as we thought about coming in that he could be a featured back in this one. Instead, no running lanes, no room to operate, stuck at the line of scrimmage, and generally taking this offense out of its flow. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10. From the gun, it's Penix. Open man, he's got it. It's London. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here is 2nd and 3. Give to Robinson from the pistol. And he is buried in the backfield. Loss of a couple.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Penix. That's into the hands of Penix. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. After that last completion on the way back to the huddle, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey, man, you can't guard me one-on-one. You better ask your coach for some help, because if he doesn't, you're going to be in for a long day.
He's inside the 35. And he will go all the way. Bijan Robinson, touchdown Atlanta. That was some kind of run, Greg. We saw him break a tackle and then use his elusiveness to get to the end zone for the score.
Mike, for me, it's all watching his feet. I mean, look at him work. His ability to make guys miss in the open field is special. And I'll tell you what, that play, that was something to watch.
Now, Folk on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Falcons move out in front by 4. It's 21-17. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Out comes the Arizona offense. They get ready for their next possession. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. That's Harrison in motion. Off the play fake. Here's Brissett. This one complete to Bourne. And he'll be ridden out of bounds after a gain of 6.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 4. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Divine Diablo in there to drop him that time. It's a loss of 7.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
From the shotgun on 3rd down, Brissett. He's got his tight end. That's McBride. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A Big one there on third down, good for 26 yards. They'll have it, 1st and 10. RPO, quick throw, grabbed by Wilson. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Falcons' 45-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll pitch it out here. They had that play dialed up defensively, stopped him in the backfield. Loss of a yard.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. McBride is the motion man. Working out of the gun, here's Brissett. He's going to go up top here for McBride. And that is incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
The Cardinals line up for a punt. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. Here's Bijan Robinson and the Falcon offense set for their next drive. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. The man in motion is Zacchaeus. On 1st and 10, it's Penix. Out wide, that's Robinson. And he's out of bounds up close to the 30-yard line. They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick 1st down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock.
Call it a gain of 13. It's good for a Falcon 1st down.
1st and 10.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
To the right, that's Pitts. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And he's going to be run out after a gain of about 6, but that'll be good enough for a 1st down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Pitts is the man in motion. Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a delay.
Delay of game, offense. Still first down.
They'll run with Robinson. And he'll get about 3 yards of that back, setting up second and long.
He's across midfield to the 48-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 12.
From the gun, here is Penix. This one is caught by Dotson. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
Third and 1.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the first down.
On third down, it's Robinson. And he's going to be taken down here. Looks like a pretty good spot, though. Yes, he's got it. That's a first down.
And defensively, these are the opportunities, Mike, at this stage of the game you just can't miss. It's a close game. Fourth quarter, you find yourself trailing. You've got to be able to come up in that spot and force a stop. Instead, now the offense can drain even more time off the clock with a fresh set of downs.
And he's going to be stuck. He's well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
On second down, Penix. Throw right side, taken in by Brown. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
If you're going to give him this much time to scan the field, he's inevitably going to find an open man downfield like he does here. That's a great job remaining patient and letting that play develop.
A give, and here comes Robinson. And right to the 25-yard line, that is enough for the first down, so they pick it up on the ground, and the drive keeps going.
This defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy all game long. Comes through again there with a nice conversion to bring up first down.
On first down, right back to Robinson. He's taken down just shy of the 10. 14 on the pickup. First down, Atlanta.
4-minute offense, Mike, so what does it mean? 1, make the defense use all of their remaining timeouts. 2, continue to pick up first downs, milk the clock. And then 3, if possible, finish with the ball in your hands.
Throwing now, Penix on first down. That is caught, and he's into the end zone. That might be a knockout punch. Zachariah Brown, touchdown Falcons. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Folk now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Falcons will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
17.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He'll start at the 4. He'll get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. The Cardinals offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. They put Wilson in motion. Now Brissett throwing on 1st and 10. Airing one out for Bourne. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
We're set to throw on 2nd down. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass ball's incomplete.
3rd and long obviously isn't an ideal situation to be in offensively. It makes you very predictable, which then places a ton of stress on your offensive line and your quarterback. So they've got to start being more productive in these early downs and set themselves up for more success come 3rd down.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And that's what you call a wasted series. They come out here and they decide we're just going to air it out 1st, 2nd, 3rd down. All 3 incompletions, and now it brings up 4th down. And barring some crazy decision here to keep your offense on the field, you're going to find yourself right back on the sideline.
And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance. Trailing here in the 4th. They will turn it over on down.
Oftentimes, these critical downs come down to who executes the best. And in this case, Mike, the defense executed when it mattered the most. Big 4th down stop, and now they're going to get the ball back.
So the lefty, Michael Penix, brings that Falcon offense out for Atlanta's next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Robinson. And he'll manage to break a tackle, get this forward for a couple. And it's 2nd down. Arizona will take its first timeout. Clock will stop, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. That's caught right side. It's London. Now timeout charge to Arizona. That is their 2nd. Talk things over before 3rd down.
Gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They run over center with Robinson. And he will easily pick up the 1st down. They've got 1st and goal coming up. Cards can signal for their 3rd and final timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down.
Goal at the 4-yard line.
London brought in motion. They'll run with Robinson. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
So these situations, Mike, are always very tricky for a play caller. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead, but you also don't want to become overly predictable. So with the defense just selling out to stop the run, I think they have to mix in a few high completion percentage passes to just at least keep them off balance.
They've got the lead. They're in control. In no hurry to snap this. And they'll take the clock down to the 2-minute warning. Greg and I back for the conclusion. In a moment. Looking for a seam, but will not find one. He'll take this down to the 4-yard line.
A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. They'll try to run with Robinson. Trying to reach for the goal line, but he's going to come up just short. Wow, it's going to set up 4th down.
A gain of 4 yards.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
The offense will stay out trying to get this final yard. It is 4th and goal. They'll try and throw it with Penix. That is incomplete. The defense coming up big in the red zone. It's a turnover on down.
Result of the play.
These are the situations where as an offense you're trying to dial up your best play call to make sure this possession doesn't get wasted. Let's give credit to the defense. Big moment, big 4th down opportunity, and they're able to get off the field.
So now here is Jacoby Brissett and the Cardinals down by 11. 37 seconds to go. The 4th down stop, the first of a series of events. They're going to need to break their way, but they're still alive with a 1st down. They'll drop to throw. Duvernay with the grab.
Brissett's pass complete to Devin Duvernay. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 10-yard line.
Now 2nd and inches. Operating from the gun is Brissett. Oh, the one thing you can't have there. He is sacked, and the clock runs. So it's a win here for the Falcons. And it was their defense that led the way as they pitched the shutout in the 2nd half. No points allowed, and they cruise to victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Falcons are winners as we say so long from Atlanta.
welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Peach State. Welcome to Georgia, where Freddie Falcon soars from the rafters inside Mercedes-Benz Stadium, just west of downtown Atlanta. Tonight, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Cleveland Browns and the Atlanta Falcons.
Led by head coach Kevin Stefanski. Here are your Atlanta Falcons.
Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, set to get this one started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. Good coverage by the kick team. Force them to start out back at the 23-yard line. Third season now for Michael Penix Jr., the quarterback leading the Falcons out. And much like his college career, injury problems throughout, including a torn ACL Week 11 last year.
We had a chance to see him out on the field early in pregame, and I thought he looked really sharp. I thought he looked focused. We had a chance to talk to him earlier in the week, and he's excited for this opportunity today. He thinks he's got a chance to lead this offense and have a lot of success, and ultimately the number one goal is to come out with a victory.
And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Now, after that last snap, we have an injured player. It's Bijan Robinson, who's in some pain down there. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. From the 25, here's 2nd and 8. Now Penix. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
That's not an easy catch by any means, but at this level, Mike, you get paid to catch them all. And really, you get paid to catch the hard ones. And you know that hit, it's coming either way. And I remember learning as a young player early in my career, the hit's coming.
Oh, the ball comes out. One of his teammates is there to pick it up. And that is going nowhere in a hurry. Finally taken down well behind the line.
After these kind of plays, Mike, you just wish the sideline was a mile away, because you know when you get there, you are going to catch an earful. They stress all week ball carriers. We have to protect the ball. In this case, it doesn't result in a turnover, but the lost yardage now brings up fourth down. These are drive killers.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. Here comes the Browns offense, and Greg, year 2 for Shedeur Sanders after his terrific success at Colorado, trying to do it here with the Browns.
Now, this is one of the more interesting quarterback conversations in the NFL. Shedeur Sanders, a lot of conversations coming out of the NFL draft a season ago. Did he fall? Why did he fall? Is he the future quarterback of the Cleveland Browns? And after some back and forth, they finally turned the team over to him. Some good, some bad. Well, here he is now in year 2. Fresh start, clearly the man, and the question is he the future of the organization?
2nd and 5 at the 46-yard line.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Sanders. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's third down.
We'll try and run for the first with Judkins. And And he's got it. Good work there to take it to the 47
The tackle made
and set up first down.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
Fake to Judkins. Now Sanders to throw. And they're going to get to him and take him down back on the other side of midfield.
It's second down.
Well, Mike, the other day we heard how the offensive coordinator wanted to start fast offensively, but here so far, it's been the pass rush and the defense who's gotten out to the quick start.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. From the shotgun, it's Sanders. There's Concepcion. It's complete.
Sanders pass.
Get about 6 before he's taken down.
KC Concepcion. A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
This will be 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Shador. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Well, Jorquez on to punt, and the kick is away. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line.
20-yard line.
The Falcons offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. He'll work forward for a couple. Tackle there by Michael Hall.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 8. Pitts is the man in motion. Now Penix to throw on 2nd down. And he just does manage to get rid of this one. Hounded by the defense. They nearly got him. Incomplete, setting up 3rd down.
And 8 yards to go.
The threat of making a poor decision and throwing a pick is always in the back of your mind, and while you can't play scared, you do have to play smart. If you can't find an open target, throw the ball away, live for the next down.
Got a man. He's got clearance. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
On 1st down, it's Penix. Throw across. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. One of his teammates there to take it back in. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
I feel like we see this so often, Mike, especially with how good these receivers are after the catch. They're so eager to pick up that extra yardage. Sometimes they don't completely put the ball away, and with how good these defenders are at knocking it loose, pretty fortunate on that one. His teammate was there to prevent that from being a turnover.
That one complete to Brian Robinson. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
From the 43, here's 2nd and a couple. The man in motion is Zacchaeus. Penix going to throw again. Looking middle, and he's got grass. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
14 yards.
It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His third catch goes for a first down
at the 29-yard line.
Pitts is the man in motion. Penix now off the bootleg. And he'll take it on in. Great London. Touchdown Atlanta.
Touchdown.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
The veteran Nick Folk here for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Falcons will take a 7-0 lead.
Falcons 7, Browns 0.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Browns offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. From the gun, it's Sanders. Reaching for it, the tight end couldn't bring it in. It's incomplete.
Seems like there was some miscommunication that time. They clearly weren't on the same page. That's something that they've got to get on the sideline and get corrected as soon as possible, because I think they just missed out on what could have been a big play.
Now Sanders to throw on 2nd down. Trying to push the ball down the field. It's an interception. That's the safety, Jesse Bates. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
This is really becoming a key element to playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike. The ability to play off script and use your legs to extend the play. I think in this case, he either needs to tuck that ball down and become a runner, or he just simply needs to throw that ball away.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it, and they're going to do that with excellent field position. Yet another Alabama back in the league. This is Brian Robinson. And he finds some space tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
At the 27-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 3. From the gun, it's Penix. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts.
Incomplete.
And it's going to be third down.
Third down and
They've
3
got to find a
yards
way
go.
to free him up, and whether that's moving him around the formation or using some pre-snap motion to get him better looks, but right now it's been a lot of double coverage, it's been a lot of tight windows, and if they're going to have more success today on the offensive side of the ball, especially in the passing game, this offensive play...
That's to the end zone, intercepted. That's the safety, Brett Delpit.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position, being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown, and instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The Browns offense ready to see what they can do. This unit hasn't been at their best early on. Punt followed by an interception on their first 2 drives. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They go play action now with Sanders. In the middle, he finds Concepcion. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
It's a gain of
Trying to keep the momentum going after the turnover. They have delivered with a quick first down. They go play action with Sanders. Over the middle, it's intercepted. Picked off by Divine Diablo. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I would love to see his weapons do a better job, Mike, especially in the middle of the field, getting open in these zones. I just feel like there's been tight coverage, a lot of little windows to throw through, and yes, anytime you turn the ball over, it's on the quarterback, but the rest of this supporting unit needs to do a better job helping them.
The Falcons offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll have a short field, looking to build on the lead. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. On play action, Penix. That one's caught by Branch. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Browns' 39-yard line.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. From the gun, here is Penix. Off-balance throw, it's complete. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. The Falcons have it to start quarter number 2. They begin with a 3rd down and 3. Pitts is the man in motion. Penix on 3rd down. A throw behind his man, can't reel it back in. And that'll go down as an incompletion.
Well, here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
Pitts is the man in motion. They're going on 4th down. It's Penix. That's taken in, and he's going to have a Falcons first down. That'll wind up a gain of 11 on 4th down.
First down.
It's a pretty simple read. It's man coverage. They run a little interference on the inside, and that makes it hard for the defender to stick with their man, and it leads to an easy pitch and catch.
Now Robinson. Wow, it wasn't for lack of effort. He tried every which way to elude the defense, but he was outnumbered. They finally got him down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of yards.
And 12.
This ball carrier just didn't want to go down, and this defense, they had to throw everything they had at him, Mike. He just kept fighting and fighting, but finally when they were able to get him on the ground, they were able to do it for a loss.
They'll go again with Robinson. And yet again, this defense giving him nowhere to go. Tackled for a loss.
The truth is, Mike, they just aren't getting the push they need up front. This defense has been a motivated group these last couple plays, and now for the second straight time, they failed to even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
On third down, Penix. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got a first and goal coming up.
Really nice job there, Mike. All they're trying to do is just clear some space for the tight end and then let him go to work in the middle of the field. Now they're set up nicely inside the red zone.
They've got it at the 8, first down and goal. Here's a run. A short kick. Down to the 7.
Robinson, the ball carrier. Tyson Campbell on the tackle. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here now, second down and goal. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. And that one taken in with one hand. And the defense trying to tighten down here. They're going to hold him to a gain of 3. And that's going to set up third and goal.
It's now third and goal.
Well, sometimes after a quarterback throws a pick, Mike, they can come out the next drive a little more hesitant. But what does this guy do? He goes right back at him, gives his guy a chance. And this time, it pays off because it's his guy making the big play.
And he's in. Touchdown, Falcons. Now, Folk on for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Falcons move out on top, 14-0.
14. Browns nothing.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
At their own 22-yard line.
Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. On play action, Shador. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
22-yard line.
And once he got his head around, he realized he was in danger. I mean, luckily, he was able to get rid of that ball before it turned into a negative play.
Play action, it's Sanders. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. It was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to third down and 10. Contact as he delivered it there, and the pass was incomplete. Good job defensively to make sure he could not find the throwing lane, and it sets up fourth down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
This is taken at his own 30. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Falcons offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. Their lead sits at 14-0 here in this second quarter. Looking to run away with this one before halftime. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They're going to go play action with Penix. Good work there defensively. Knocked it away, and that pass falls incomplete. Denzel Ward in there defensively to knock it away.
He's got to do a better job using his eyes, Mike, and he's just not manipulating the defense at all by looking off the defenders. And at this level of ball, if you just continue to stare down your primary read, you're going to lead the defenders right to the ball, and he's lucky this one just fell incomplete.
The open receiver is Dotson. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Third and a yard. It's a give up the middle to Robinson. A gain there of 10 yards. It's good for a Falcon first down.
A gain of 10 yards.
Nice run there from Brian Robinson, and he really seems to be accepting his role. He's clearly going to be the second back behind Bijan, and I think he knows that he still is going to have plenty of opportunities to make an impact, and he just has to make the most of them.
London brought in motion. They'll go play action now with Penix. And he'll be taken down. They got him back at midfield.
A loss of 5.
Carson Schlesinger in there for the sack. Worked his way through. It's a loss of 5. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Throwing is Penix. Left side in the hands of London. And he'll be out of bounds after a gain of 9. They'll go about trying to convert on 3rd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 6.
Back to throw. Here's Penix. He's got it! And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. It is a big play there for the Falcons. 35 yards.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Now a chance to pay off that big play. They have it 1st and goal. Quick throw there. That's going to wind up incomplete. But the receiver really didn't have much time to get himself open. So the incompletion brings up 2nd down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough, but you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive. getting some points.
A gain of 5
These are the
yards
worst. I
brings
had a
up
couple years,
3rd
Mike, where I
and
swear I got
goal.
tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the...
And he barrels his way into the end zone. Brian Robinson. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Now, some of these old school analysts and coaches, they might sit up here, Mike, and say, you know, why are you lining in the shotgun inside the 5? But depending on your system, when they want to spread you out on the goal line and make you defend every blade of grass,
Folk now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Falcons will take themselves to a 21-0 lead.
21. Browns nothing.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. A return now from the 4. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line.
The Browns take over.
The Browns
1st and
offense
10
back onto the field for their next possession. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on 1st down. Out of the gun, it's Sanders. That's complete, and it's the rookie, Denzel Boston. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 30-yard line.
2 minutes remain here in this 1st half. Greg and I back to Atlanta in a moment. 2nd down, they need 2 yards. From the shotgun, it's Sanders. The pressure's going to cave in on him. He will go down. Now a timeout. Atlanta, that's their 1st. Talk things over before 3rd down. Slot man gonna move in motion left. On 3rd down, Sanders. And the rush gets to him again. This time he does get rid of it, though. Pass is incomplete.
you have to wonder, Mike, how are those previous mistakes he made earlier in the game still lingering in the back of his mind? You can tell he's being a little bit more conservative. He doesn't want to risk throwing a 3rd interception, and kind of just throws this one away.
Here comes Drake London. The rest of that Atlanta offense getting set to take over once more. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in the 1st half, it's resulted in a big play that is borne out by those eye-popping numbers. They'll throw on 1st down with Penix. To the left side for Branch. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Give him 14 on that play. 1 1st down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the 1st half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode. And that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
Number 8, Kyle Pitts. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at their 48-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. London brought in motion. On 2nd down, Penix. You'll get this to Pitts once more. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
And the Falcons.
We'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground. And they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
Falcons go ahead and take their second timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. They'll come up now again. Good news, it's 1st and 10. Throwing again, it's Penix. That's into the hands of Alameda Zacchaeus. And he's going to have a first down here as they are into field goal range at the 27.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. Nick Folk now on with the field goal unit. It'll be a 44-yard attempt. Folk's kick is good. And the Falcons will tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well. You're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Nick Folk.
Just 1 second remaining in this first half, and they will kick it away. And there'll be no return forthcoming, so the ball comes out to the 35.
35-yard line.
Throwing now, Sanders on first down. Here's a ball thrown deep right sideline. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Hey, Scott, thank you. 2 very different halftime speeches, I would assume, by those head coaches as we get set for half number 2. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. The Browns offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Now, Sanders. And he's not going to be able to escape the rush here. He goes down.
A loss of 9 yards.
Azeez Ojulari in there to drop him, and that's going to be a loss of 9 to open this drive. 2nd and long coming up. They bring Judy in motion. They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game, offense. Still 2nd down.
They bring Judy in motion. From the gun, it's Shador. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the first half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and they've done a great job all day.
Open man is the tight end, Harold Fannin. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the 1st down.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
3rd time out there for the punt team, and the kick's away. This fielded inside the 35. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. So the lefty, Michael Penix, brings that Falcon offense out for Atlanta's next possession. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from early. Over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9.
Offside.
Just a yard short of that 1st down.
Still 1st down.
So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. Here's Robinson. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Give them 14 on that one. 1st down, Atlanta.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here, they got the lead. We're in the 2nd half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the 2nd half and close this game out?
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
6 brings up 2nd and 4 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 4. A shotgun snap, and they'll give it to Robinson. Defense all over that one.
Taken
He'll
down
come up
right
with a
at the
stop,
line of
and it's
scrimmage.
no gain.
No gain on the play.
And the big man
It's
in the middle
third down
swallows him
and
up
4.
right at the line of scrimmage. And I think the next time this offensive play caller decides to go to the ground game, Mike, I bet you he's going to find a different place along that defensive front to attack.
From the gun, it's Penix. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
So prior to that third down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation at that down and distance. They had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Forced the incomplete, brings up fourth down.
Field goal. A 54-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Falcons add on to their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
So Nick Folk backed out after the made field goal. He'll boot this one away. The return starts from the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Browns offense and Shedeur Sanders getting set for their next possession. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. They'll send a man in motion left. Drive starts with a run by Judkins. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game. And a quick first down.
First down, Browns.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Slot man gonna move in motion left. Fake to Judkins. Now Sanders to throw. He is hit before he can get rid of it. And down he goes. Christian Harris getting through there to drop him for a loss of 6.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
And the back judge throws the flag. He looks at the ball, looks at the clock. Clock says 0. That's a delay of game.
Still second down.
Sanders will throw it. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete. Dylan Sampson was the man he was trying to hook up with there. And it'll be third down.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced. And at other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all.
Hit as he throws, that one will fall to the turf, and it's incomplete. The pressure too much to get away from that time. Good third down stop, and it sets up fourth down.
And another wasted drive here, Mike, and they start to add up. And coming out of halftime, you would think that they would make some adjustments to try to get some points on the scoreboard, but so far, looks like much of the same.
He'll take this in back at the 16. And he's going to be brought down after a short return And that's where his team will get possession of the football. So the lefty, Michael Penix, brings that Falcon offense out for Atlanta's next possession. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. From the gun, here is Penix. That's caught left side by Pitts. And he's going to be out of bounds right around midfield. How about 25 yards to start the drive? 1st down.
And the Falcons.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
He's ripped down at the end. Looked like a face mask indeed. The flags are thrown.
Defense. Automatic 1st down.
Throwing now, Penix on 1st down. A throw right side, taken in by Brand. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
18-yard line.
Play action. It's Penix. Out wide, that's Robinson. And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's 1st and goal coming up.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
Penix now off the bootleg. That's into the hands of Werner, the tight end.
Charlie Werner.
Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this 3rd quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the 1st half, they picked right back up here to start the 3rd quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
Now, Folk on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Falcons stretch things out even further.
Falcons 34, Browns nothing.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Browns offense ready to take over once again. Greg, sitting up here with you, this is not the same energy we saw from this team at the start of the game. How much has the defense kind of sapped it out of them?
Oh, I think it's a big factor in this game. And when you start taking the ball away at the rate that they have today, it takes a lot of the confidence out of the offense. And I think that's the body language that you're referring to. There is a lot of doubt creeping in to this offense. And it's almost becoming to the point where You don't want to be the guy with the ball because you're afraid you're going to give it up. And when it gets to that, man, as an offense, you're in trouble.
They'll run with Judkins to begin the drive. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this play, Mike, is really just the epitome of what we've seen this entire game. They have not been able to get anything going offensively. It almost seems like they've been operating going in reverse the entire day. In this case, another run, another loss.
At the left side and complete to Boston. And he's out of bounds. Gain of about 10, so that'll help as they get set to face a third down.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape. And a nice job there defensively on third down, not overcommitting to their pass rush, having a plan for this quarterback as a designed runner.
Fourth down.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for fourth down. They'll try to throw for it with Sanders. That'll be caught. It's Concepcion.
Sanders pass.
And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down. That'll wind up a gain of 11 on fourth down.
First down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
It looks like we've got an injured Brown on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Shador. Here's a screen set up for Judkins. And he's going to have a first down as he's taken down on what is the final play of this third quarter. So 3 quarters have come and gone. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. First and 10. From the gun, it's Sanders. Right side, complete. That's Boston. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
The quick passing game in the NFL, Mike, is so dependent on yards after the catch. You got to generate space with the scheme, and then it's up to the receiver to do the rest. In this case, nice job defensively, because this guy couldn't even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
He finds Judy on that one. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. Trying to find something positive. This has been a rough one. A little bright spot there with the first down. Throwing again is Sanders. Now here comes the screen to Sampson. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Sanders. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. That's another sack. Azeez Ojulari. He gets in there to drop him for a big loss. And now it's 3rd and long. They bring Judy in motion. Now Sanders on 3rd and long. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. It's going to bring up 4th down.
It's a gain of 8.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on 4th and wind up turning it over on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Well, Falcons offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. And as we look back now, Greg, at how we got here, we got a ton of highlights of the offense so far. In particular, great passing.
Yeah, and if you want to score points in the NFL, Mike, there's no secret. You've got to do it primarily through the air. And with 3 touchdowns here so far, that's exactly what we've seen. It's been deep balls. It's been intermediate shots. It's been good run after catch. This has really been high-level offense on display right from the jump.
On 1st down, it's Penix. He'll step up and run, and he could have thrown it away. Instead, he does get positive yardage out of it. That's a pickup of about 3.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
See what they have for 2nd and 7. A pitch to Robinson. And this will be a Falcons 1st down as he gets this up to the 24-yard line.
Simple play to call, but complex to execute. A toss play is beautiful, Mike, when a team hits it like they just did. We can see why they're a fan in the toss. Healthy gain, and they pick up the 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Robinson. And good hard running there. He'll push his way forward. Gain of about 5.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now is one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Another run here for Robinson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
You know, Mike, what separates the really elite defensive edge players from everybody else is not only their ability to rush the passer. That's what everybody focuses on. But, man, the defensive ends that are good in the run game, those are the guys that never leave the field.
On 3rd down, Penix. That'll be caught by the running back, Robinson. And he's very close to a 1st down, out of bounds right at the marker. Spot is just a little short, so it is 4th down. The Falcons getting their puncher out there. And he's on to punt for just the 2nd time in this game. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. Now Shador on first down. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
Well, this has been the story of the entire game, Mike, is just how well this defense has played, particularly against the run.
There has been nowhere to operate for this offense, and it continued here on this last play.
Here's a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Sanders. He's got a man. It's Boston. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. It is a big play for the Browns.
39-yard gain.
39 yards.
And the Browns.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given, but it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else. And I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play.
And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
Like the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
And before the snap, clock is ticking down, and we reach the 2-minute warning. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. From the shotgun, it's Sanders. He's got it at the 7. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
First and goal.
It is a gain of 23 yards, and now they'll have 4 shots at it. It's 1st and goal. From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. 1st down and goal. And they'll get into the end zone for the first time tonight. Jerry Jeudy, touchdown Browns.
At this stage of the game, the score is really irrelevant. You want to try to build something positive towards the end of this game, and I think that score will help do just that.
The extra point.
For the extra point.
It's up
The kick is
and
good.
through. And the Browns
Makes the
cut
score
into the
Falcons
lead a
34,
little bit.
Browns 7. Andre Schmidt
Now,
to
following
kick off
the
for
touchdown,
Cleveland.
Schmidt back out there to kick this one away. On the return is Goodson. Across the 20, they'll mark them down
The
before the
Falcons take
25-yard
over first
line.
and 10.
That's where the offense
At their
will take
own
over.
24-yard line.
Falcons offense ready to get back to work. And a few kneel downs should do it here. Defensively, they do still have those 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll run it here with Robinson. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd down, they need 7. Pitts is the man in motion. They run over center with Robinson. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Third down, and they need 7. So it's a win here for the Falcons. They use a little home cooking here. They play a complete football game. And they're going to send their fans home quite happy. So that'll do it for us.